Hi, I'm Randy Z. I'm here at flavor574.com again to talk about some grilling techniques and proper placement of your food and temperatures. So from one of our other episodes, we had some ribs where we did our marinade and our rub episode. Well, today we have our rib rub. Now you want to do some ribs on the grill, but you don't have a smoker. Okay, that's fine. You've got some choices. You can go ahead and put the wood right on top of the grates of your grill. That's okay. You can use one of these wood chip boxes here. As you can see, I've had this for 6 years. As you see, I've never used it because I have a real smoker, but when I do smoke, I just go ahead and put my stuff right on the grates, okay? But these are good too. Now, you just put your chips in there and you set it over the burner and it's gonna do its own thing. The other question is, do I soak my wood? It depends on how long your smoke is. If you're gonna go for a really 4 to 6 hour smoke, then you don't want your wood to all burn out at one time, and if you don't wanna reload it, you can go ahead and soak half of it, put the wet on the bottom, the dry on the top, and then you're gonna get a little bit more time out of there. You can just use a chunk of a log too. It's all up to you. But now the problem that I get asked a lot is that they're drying out and they're burning. Okay, so what we're doing is we're putting it in the wrong place. If we're using a grill to smoke meats, let's just call it ribs right now, you want to put it on indirect heat. So what I'm going to say there is we're going to take our slab of ribs and we're going to lay it right over here over burner 1 and 2. But we're not going to turn on burner 1 and 2. We're going to turn on burner 3 and 4. Okay, and then 3 is going to be the lowest of the two if I have to run them at 2 different temperatures. So the best thing to do is know your grill by temperature. If you don't have a gauge on your grill already, like this, you go ahead and buy a probe thermometer, a digital thermometer. You can even get these little small ones for candy or for fryer oil, and you can just set it right down in there off of the main flame. There's oven ones you can set in the back, but you got to know your temperature. So if we lay it on that side, and we don't peak, and we get our smoke box in place. For here, if you're using the smoke box, you would want the smoke box over the last one. And then we're gonna turn these 2 on to get our chamber here to 225. And those are gonna take you 4 to 6 hours, depending on the wind, depending on your grill, depending on gas, propane, wood, charcoal. Close the lid, walk away, don't be peeking. You wanna come back in about 3 hours, take a peek. Okay, after that, I would just say if your wood's gone, it's gone. You're not gonna get any more penetration in your meat after those first 3 hours, basically. You know, if you were doing a pork butt or something, I would say, yeah, you can go maybe 4 or 5 with some penetration, but after that, you're really not gonna happen. So you'll set it up like this, and you'll get going, close the lid and let it go, okay? So that's one thing. Now, as I said earlier, gas, propane, wood, or charcoal. All personal preference. Charcoal, you have to light it, you get that flavor. If you have to light it, you get that flavor of the fuel, which I don't care for. You can use cowboy charcoal, which is just wood. You know, so wood, okay, but as long as you don't use lighter fluid, you won't get that flavor. You have to manage that all the time. That's the problem. What is your time worth, okay? So once you get your ribs done and they come off, which we're just mocking this up right now because we don't have 5 or 6 hours, you'll have your ribs, and as we said in another episode, everybody's complaining why the ribs are black and burned. Well, these aren't. These are perfect. You want to take your rib and you want to put your barbecue sauce on it the last 15 minutes, last 15 to 20 minutes. If you can, put it on a second rack if you got a second rack, and you slather it on there. If you forgot and you're in a hurry, just go ahead and put it on, flip it over, caramelize it direct heat. But, you know, it's going to get that taste, you know, it's just going to be pushed too far, so get your timing down. If not, serve it on the side like I do. I serve dry ribs with my dry rub, my spice rum and cola sauce on the side, and that's the way I dig my stuff. So, you know, just invest the time, do what's right for you, do what you're comfortable for. If you don't like the box, the wood chip box, like I said, go ahead and put it on there. Make yourself a foil pack. That's just as simple too. I don't have money for a box. I don't, you know, there you go. Wrap it up, poke a couple holes in it, and you're good to go. So direct, indirect heat. Fish on medium, chicken on medium, pork butts on low, ribs on low, burgers medium high. You know, just you're drying your stuff out, you're cooking it too fast. So just hope those tips have helped you. I'm Randy Z, and we'll be seeing you again real soon.